Hey guys, so today I'm going to be taking you through my flawless everyday makeup routine. So this makeup is what I do when I want to make sure that my makeup is going to last all day long. It is going to be flawless. It's not going to look cakey. It's not going to crease on me throughout the day. I'm not going to get oily throughout the day. It is just flawless. Today's video is also in collaboration with Nakia Joy Cosmetics, and I'm so excited to show you some of these products because they are actually my secret weapon to getting flawless skin every single time, all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's jump right on in. So first things first, let's jump on in with some primer. Today I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. Now I love this primer because it is water-based, so if you have oily skin or you get oily throughout the day, this is going to hydrate your skin, but you're not going to have that risk of getting oily because it is a water-based primer. Now, this next part is key. So before you jump in with the foundation, before you go in with anything else, just chill. Just let your primer chill for a little bit. Sometimes going straight in with foundation and things right on top of your primer can just disturb the balance. So just let that do its thing for a few minutes. Now, this next step you may find a little bit strange, but trust me, it is very important. So we're gonna go in now with the Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. I'm going to take it on a little brush and I'm gonna very lightly dust this over the areas of my skin that I tend to get a little bit oily throughout the day. Now, the first reason that I'm doing this is because the Velvet Finishing Powder actually has some beautiful skincare ingredients in there. You've got beautiful aloe vera, you've got vitamin E, you've got green tea, coconut aminos. So by going in with the Velvet Finishing Powder first, it's gonna help control oils throughout the day. Now, here's a sneaky little tip if you guys want to have flawless skin, but you're having a no makeup day. Because of the beautiful skincare ingredients in here, you can 100% just do your skincare routine, pop this on over your skin, and it is going to blur your pores. There are just so many reasons why I freaking love this powder, but we're going to get into that a little bit later as well. Okay, so I'm going to go on with foundation now. I'm going to be using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And I'm going to be applying this with the Nakia Joy Perfecting Sponge. And the reason why I love this is it has a super fine surface texture, which means when you apply your foundation onto your skin, it is going to be so airbrushed, so smooth. It just leaves a gorgeous texture on the skin. I also find that this flat edge comes in handy so often you wouldn't believe. Getting in under your eyes, if you want to bake a little later on, it's just so handy. When you do absorb it in water, it does bounce up to 3 times its size, so it is super bouncy and soft on the skin. I absolutely love it. You'll also see that when you put foundation onto the sponge itself, it would literally just sit on top of the sponge. It does not get absorbed. That's because of the micro pore design. Now at least you know you're getting most of the product onto your face. So now that the foundation is actually on, you guys will be able to see how the perfecting sponge just leaves such a gorgeous finish on the skin. It's not streaky, it's not uneven, it's just beautiful. So now we're going to go in with concealer. You can tell that I love this concealer. It's the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and it is on its last legs, honestly, you guys. With everyday makeup, I don't tend to use too much concealer. It's more about concealing any dark areas. So I'm just going to go right in the inner corner here. And I'm going to cover up these veins here as well. I'm also just going to do a tiny little bit in the middle of my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and then the end of my nose. Cupid's bow and chin. And that is pretty much all. I really don't use that much concealer. Just a little bit goes a really long way. Now I'll be able to show you how this straight edge of the perfecting sponge really comes in handy. So I'm just going to press it right in underneath my eye, and it really helps to get right in there. And again, it just leaves such a gorgeous texture and really blends out your foundation and your concealer so beautifully. So now you just want to go ahead and do your brows. You can use any product that you like. Today I'm going to be using the Vanity Australia Brow Cushion Duo. This one is just my absolute favorite at the moment and it's what I keep reaching for, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that, but feel free to go in with whatever you like. Okay, now that brows are done, I'm going to go in with my NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This one is in the shade Medium. And what I like to do with this is just carve underneath my brows. It's also a great base for your eyeshadow that's going to help it last all day long. So it is definitely a step that I recommend, but it's not completely necessary. I'm now going to take my Nakia Joy Perfecting Sponge and we're just going to go over that. And again, this is why the fine flat tip is so useful. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is grab my NARS Laguna Bronzer and I basically just go back and forth throughout the crease. You really don't need to do anything too crazy, especially if you're just wearing this to work. And then I also like to do just a little bit underneath my eye. So the beauty of doing this is, firstly, it is super quick and easy, especially because this is the bronzer that we'll be using later for the rest of our face, so everything's going to look really cohesive and tie in really well together. But before we jump in with bronzer, we want to go ahead and lock in all of the good work we've just done on our skin. So I'm going to go back in with the Nakia Joy Velvet Finishing Powder. Oh my gosh, you guys, it smells so beautiful. I can't even deal. So firstly, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to pick up some powder. And you just want to tap off any excess. And I'm doing the right side of my face first so I can show you guys a little before and after. But I'm basically just patting that over my face, over everywhere. Doesn't matter if you go over your brows because it's completely translucent, so it's not going to affect anything. Now taking my sponge and that flat side, I'm going to dip that into the powder. So now this part I'm going to press underneath my eyes where we concealed. I'm also going to do the T-zone where I tend to get oily throughout the day. The difference, you guys, is insane. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see the texture on both sides of my skin. So as you guys can see, this side of my face just, for some reason, it just looks uneven, even though earlier, like, I was quite happy with the foundation, everything was fine, but this just looks so blurred and airbrushed and beautiful. And then this, you can still like see my pores, and I don't know, it just doesn't look, it doesn't look as good in my opinion. So I don't know about you guys, but I know which side I would choose. So the powder is actually triple milled, which means it's super fine and it's going to give you that velvet finish. This is also going to help lock in our foundation. It's not going to crease throughout the day. As you guys can see on the skin, it is also not cakey whatsoever. This also really helps prevent my makeup from creasing throughout the day when I'm smiling, laughing, you know, doing any kind of facial expressions. I tend to find around this area of my face gets a little bit creased, so this really helps stop that. It also means that our makeup is going to be flawless all day long and keep it looking good. Okay, so now I've done both sides of my face and you can seriously see such a big improvement. My skin literally looks like flawless, airbrushed. That's what I meant by the Nakia Joy products are seriously a secret weapon to flawless skin. If anything, this finishing powder is just like a must. I absolutely love it. And the smell, oh, my girlfriend actually the other day said that she went on a date with a guy and he went in to like kiss her on the cheek and he was like, "Your face smells like Play-Doh." And I was like, oh no, it was probably her makeup. But this one you're gonna be smelling like vanilla. It's very lightly, naturally fragranced with vanilla, so it just smells so beautiful. Okay, so now that our base is looking flawless, we're gonna go back in with the Laguna Bronzer from NARS. And what I like to do is actually just press this into the skin. So I'm just going underneath my cheekbones here. And the key to getting your makeup looking flawless is I feel like pressing in your powders just makes such a big difference. If you're going back and forth quite roughly, it's just gonna undo all that great work that you've just done. So I just like to very lightly go in and pat this, and I start kind of underneath the cheekbone here, and then you just want to very gradually push it up towards your temples. I also like to do underneath my chin and my jawline, just to help accentuate the jaw and also to prevent any double chin situations. Now I'm going to take my Natasha Denona Blush and Glow palette. I'm just going to be using the blush side of this. I'm just taking this on a small angled brush, and I just like to pop that right on top of where we put the bronzer. I like to pop it almost on the cheekbones, just right over the top of that bronzer. This is really going to help give you a natural looking blush, but it also really lifts the face rather than dragging it down if you put it like down here. It's just going to give you a really youthful blush look. Okay, so now for probably my favorite part of makeup, we're going to go in with the glow. So for this, we're going to be using the Nakia Joy Illuminate Luxury Highlighting Palette. And oh my goodness, you guys, this is such a stunning highlighter palette. Let me show you, there are 6 colors. How stunning is this glow palette? And sorry, I've just caught myself in the mirror. My skin looks so airbrushed. It is just a joke at this point. Anyway, distracted by how good the finishing powder is, holy crap. Okay, so we're gonna go in with these glow powders now. Okay, so we have 6 shades inside the Illuminate palette. I'm gonna be using 2 of them today, and we're going in everywhere. You guys know I love my glow. I'm gonna go crazy on this. I'm so excited. I am definitely gonna go in with this top row. So I'm gonna be using Glisten, Glimmer, and a little bit of Glow. You can also use these as eyeshadows. You can pop them on your body. The world is your oyster. Do whatever you like. And you guys know I love my glow, so I'm definitely going to be going crazy on this today. So I'm going to grab my tapered highlighting brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Glisten. And right where the light is already just catching my skin, I am just going to very lightly just dust that over your cheekbones. Oh, it's so pretty. Now I might take a little bit of Glimmer and just pop that like right on the center of my cheek. They are so buttery smooth. I'm now going to take a smaller brush, and I'm going to take the shade Glimmer and Glisten, and we're going to do the inner corners. And of course the brow bone. Also going to do just the very bridge of my nose at the top. Just see how it's just right in the middle there. And then on the top of the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow. So a lot of people tend to shy away from highlighter because they feel like it is going to accentuate the texture of their skin, which is true in some cases, but these ones are so buttery soft, they blend out so beautifully that the risk of it really accentuating your pores or the texture of your skin is very, very minimal. You're gonna have more of a risk with like very glittery products. Ugh, I'm just so happy with how my skin turned out. I know this is just going to last me all day long, so it is just perfect. So now we're going to go in with lashes. So I'm firstly going to jump in with one of my favorite mascaras at the moment. If you guys know me, and I mean, you can see I really don't have lashes. I need all the help that I can get. So I've been loving the Maybelline New York The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. I just feel like it actually gives me a lash, even though I don't have lashes. I have absolutely been loving the Nakia Joy Amy lashes and the Ashley lashes. These are actually the Ashley 2.0 lashes. These are the ones that I'm going to be wearing today. Now, the reason why I've been absolutely loving the Nakia Joy lashes is because they are just so comfortable to wear. If you're someone who likes to wear lashes for an extended period of time, whether you're going to an event or you just love to wear lashes every day, I work with some people who do wear lashes every single day. These are so comfortable, like so comfortable. They have a super flexible band, which firstly makes them very easy to apply because it will lay down on the curvature of your eye very easily, but also it's so comfortable to wear. If you are wearing lashes for a really long time, they can begin to irritate your eye, but I just find that I barely even notice these lashes when I'm wearing them throughout the day. They're so comfortable. Also reusable. I've worn a lot of mine to death. I just wear them over and over. I constantly reach for these lashes. The Amy lashes are the ones that I have just found myself reaching for again and again and again. But now I also love the Ashley lash. This is the one I'm going to be wearing today because it does have a nearly invisible lash band. So these are super fluffy. They look absolutely stunning on. They make such a big difference to your makeup look. I just love really gorgeous wispy lashes. So I'm going to be trying these ones today. And as always, I'm applying my lashes with the Huda Beauty Lash Glue. Nothing compares. This is the best in my opinion. Okay, so this is with the Ashley 2.0 lash and this is without. Like, the difference is not only insane, but this lash is pretty much non-detectable. The band is so thin and so flexible. If you didn't know that I had lashes on, like, you can barely see the band and it just looks like such a beautiful, natural, wispy lash. Like, I'm just obsessed with it. Like, look how beautiful. Seriously, you guys, these lashes are the most comfortable lashes I think I've ever worn in my entire life. I can barely feel them. They're so lightweight, so easy to apply, and I don't even have eyeliner on. That's how discreet the band is. You can barely see it. I have no liner on at all. None. Now to finish off this look, I'm going to go in with my Mellow Cosmetics Matte Liquid Lip Paint, and this is in the shade Florence. I have been reaching for this so much lately. It's just such a gorgeous nude. And now to finish everything off, I'm just going to go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. I will leave every single product that I used down in the description below so that you can go and shop to your heart's content. I also have a discount code for you guys for Nakia Joy Cosmetics. It is just code Chelsea for 15% off. If I could recommend just one thing from the Nakia Joy Cosmetics range, 100% recommend you guys trying the Velvet Finishing Powder. It seriously is my secret weapon to flawless, long-lasting makeup. So if you do want to shop anything from Nakia Joy, don't forget to use my code, and I will also leave all of the products that I've used down in the description below. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you in my next video, if not sooner. Bye!